Yeah, hi there. My name is Mike, and I'm going to talk to you today about why your website rankings may be dropping, why they may have been a bit unsteady, the changes that have happened, and as website owners or SEO professionals, what needs to be done to move forward and ensure that you protect your rankings and grow online. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about structure, and I'm going to talk a bit about topical authority. But firstly, let's open up a new window here, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT in 2026, what is more important, topical authority or backlinks? And here is the answer. Why topical authority now wins by a lot. The 2026 reality. Topical authority is your primary ranking engine. Backlinks still important, but it's all about topical authority. Okay, what is Google ranking now? Content relationships, hierarchy, intent coverage. These are the things that have been not the focus of the world of SEO. This has come to light of very recent times because there's such an influx of content coming into the internet. There are people dodging backlinks, there are people dodging all sorts of stuff that Google and AI are looking for trusted solutions. That is authorities in their field. And that is more than just SEOing one page. It is about showing topical depth and understanding of what it is that you do. So let's get back into how websites are structured and what is really, or how they have been structured and where it needs to go now so that you're not a victim of falling rankings. Let's face it, if people stop finding you online, it's going to hit your pocket. So we need to make sure that you're being found online. If your customers as an SEO professional are dropping in rankings or it's all over the place, it's something that you need to understand how to fix. So I'm going to cover that. Firstly, we used to just get a website, we stick a core page on it about, let's say that we were a lawyer and it was about personal injury law as an example. Okay, we want to get more traffic. We write some blog articles about it. We write some more information sections about it. We're pitching personal law everywhere. We're looking for some more keywords and it says, yeah, you need some to cover some of these popular keywords. So we make up more pages and we've got all of this stuff going on about the keyword that we're after. And what happens is now these are cannibalizing each other because Google comes along or AI comes along to index the page. It gets confused. There is no clear hierarchy that these pages are supporting this core topic. So it starts to cannibalize, authority gets spread, authority gets diluted, rankings go down. And this is where 99.9% of the world's websites are at the moment. People are only starting to capture on to the importance of topical authority, thankfully to the likes of Neil Patel and other high-level experts in this field. So do not confuse navigation with structure. They are two separate things. Just by nesting a page underneath another page or putting links between the page is not enough to illustrate structure as Google and AI require it to understand topical authority in your website. So on the left-hand side here, we've got optimized pages, no structure. Possibly using a great plugin like Yoast, SEO, All-in-One SEO, RankMath. These are great products and do an outstanding job of ensuring that on-page SEO is tight. But it can't understand site-wide structure. It can't set topical structure. So that's what we're about now. We're talking about how you're going to build this to fix the problem. So here we've got pages, we've got keywords, we've got stuff going all over the place. It's linking everywhere. There is no real structure. Google is going to come into this. It's going to go, well, maybe this one, or look, maybe that one. Oh, look, we'll put this up for a bit now. Well, it gets confused, and in confusion, it's out of there. It drops your authority. It drops your importance because it can't understand what the heck is going on. On the other side here, we've got structured authority. We have a core topic that say personal injury law. We have a pillar page. So these could be a few pages that are sitting directly underneath that core service that you do that are supporting it. And they need to have code in there that's saying this is a part of that so that Google and AI understands where it sits. If you do not have that, it doesn't know where it sits and you will get cannibalisation. That is, one page is giving up for the next page, which is getting confused, going back over to there, and it's a shambles. On the third level here, we've got blog articles. They could be help articles. They could be further information that is supporting the pillar, that is supporting the core. So the terminology which is used, you have your core page, you have your pillar page, and you have leaves. Okay, think of it like a tree. You've got the big trunk of the tree. You've got branches, being the pillars. You've got the leaves, and it all supports the core. Okay, that's how Google needs it to be. Now, a shortfall that we have with this, given that most of the world's websites are WordPress, and WordPress is a great platform, but there is a problem which I will show you how to get around. Okay, and the problem is this. Here, I've just knocked up an example site where we've got family law. As a subset of family law, we've got child support and divorce. These are set as children pages. But again, remember what I said, that navigation does not denote structure, not in the eyes of Google and AI when it is trying to understand what the heck is going on with the website. So we also have, if I go into posts here and go into categories, we have some categories of different articles that could be so beneficial if they were set structurally to support the pillars and support the core. But again, 99.9% of the world's websites, they don't. They're just posts. They're put into WordPress and they dilute the authority, they dilute the importance of the core. So what we need to do is bring them into alignment. Because WordPress works in what are called taxonomies. That is that you have different sort of like types. You've got your pages, you've got categories. Under categories, you've got posts. And structurally, never the two shall mix. However, we can get around that. I'm going to show you why. And this is super important because without this, you will be victim to cannibalisation and dilution of authority. So we have in here a plugin called Topical Authority Guard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a page and I'm going to select family law and I'm going to assign that as a core. Remember the core of the tree, the big thing that we're trying to support with all the other stuff rather than cannibalize it. So we've got that. I'm also going to assign another one. I'm going to assign personal injury law as a core because for this example website, these are the two primary areas that this business wants to be found and associated as being the authority for. Okay. Again, this is way beyond just matching up keywords. You match keywords and you stick them all through your site, you're going to be cannibalized and your rankings will go down. And it's not me saying it, it's Neil Patel, it's every expert in the world. And Google is now documenting clearly that it is about experience, expertise, authority, and trust. Okay, and this is how you do it. So we've got two cores. We're now going to go back to the pages. And these pages that are underneath it, let's say child support here and divorce. I want to assign these programmatically, structurally, to be a part of family law. I click on this, I go assign topical authority, apply, and I'm going to assign it to the family law core, assign. Notice we now have that as a core, we have these as pillars. Let's do the same with personal injury. I've got these two here. I'm going to click those. I'm going to go assign topical authority. I'm going to click and I'm going to assign these now to personal injury law. Assign. We now have all of our pages structured correctly. However, we now have categories. Now remember, categories can't sit underneath a post, underneath a page in the normal structure of WordPress. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to go into Topical Authority and I'm going to go to Category Cause. And here I'm going to set these categories. So I'm going to go the categories, the parent core. Let's go family law first. And I'm going to select that category, which has got, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 posts or something in it at the moment. I can't recall the exact number, but I'm going to do that. Let's click. Let's go in and have a look at our posts now. See those ones there that are set from family law, not personal injury law. We haven't done them yet. All the family law ones are now associated as articles. These are now structurally supporting the category that is supporting the core. We have full structural integrity for topical authority. We didn't have that before. Far from it. We had a jumbled mess. Okay. Now, let's go back into topical authority again. And down here, I'm going to go to category cause. And on the bottom, we can see, whoops, I just moved myself out of the way there. We can see we've got family law insights. For the family law page, we can actually now assign a regular page to be the parent structurally, not navigation-wise, structurally in the eyes of Google, so that everything is supported. So I can link that page, and I can link that to family law. Link page, and that is now done. We now have this category structurally supporting the core. Okay, so rather than having an archive page just with a whole pile of thumbnails everywhere, that's all willy-nilly, that is contesting each other, that is cannibalizing, that is dropping authority site-wide, we now have full structural integrity. If we want to do the same for the personal injury one, easy. We just go back, we'd repeat the process for personal injury. Okay. Now, this cannot be done with the likes of Yoast or RankMath or All-in-One SEO. They are great. They do what they do. This supports them. If you are not using one of those plugins for whatever reason, I would suggest that you should, just to make sure that you are compliant with on-page SEO. This will support those plugins by then spreading full authority for what you have. Now, if you're unsure of this, do some Googling around further on Topical Authority, and you will get to understand that without Topical Authority Guard, your site will fall to cannibalization. Authority will drop because you need to get it into this place. There is a free version and there is a paid version of Topical Authority Guard. This is the pro version. This is the paid one. And this will do everything for you automatically. You just click the boxes and it's going to take hundreds of posts. It's going to put them into line. It's going to make everything marry up as it needs to. However, if you use the free one, great tool. It'll show you some stuff, what to do, and at least you can get a start and you can get to understand what the heck is going on and why authority is dropping. Without this, if you're on WordPress, it's being developed for Shopify and Wix as we speak. Will be out shortly. But as I say, if you're using WordPress, this is a no-brainer. You've got to get onto it because otherwise it's going to drop. The webpage to go to is called topicalauthorityguard.com. Download for free or upgrade and get the pro version, and it will all be fixed for you very, very simply. Okay, have a great day. I hope that has helped to help you to understand that navigation does not equal structure, and that cannibalization happens whenever you're mentioning or you're going after intent, not just the keywords, but intent in various places for your site.